All right.
So, two-part question. First one's very quick, almost admin. If we want to read the biblical stories that kind of you're referring to, is there a particular version, edition, source, publisher that we should refer to?
Oh, I'll bring the thing I like next week, which is I think the Reader's Digest published it of all things, but it's, it lays out the narratives in a different format. It's easier, I find it much easier to read. So I'll show it to you, and I'll bring it next time and show it to you.
And then the main question is, one of the main reasons why I'm interested in so much of your work, and I think many people are as well, is that you kind of leave literalism at the door and you open up another door to a much more deeper meaning. In your interview with Transliminal Media, you mentioned Liz Ibo's book, The Serpent, the Tree, the Serpent, and Vision. And you note that we as a species are very good at recognizing camouflage patterns of snakes, particularly in the lower field of vision. And you further note that visual acuity is correlated with that, and that it co-evolved. And you summarize thusly by saying the following, and I'm paraphrasing you. You say, what gives you vision? Snakes do. That's what it says in Genesis. What else gives you vision? Fruit. That's also right. That's why we have color vision. What makes you self-conscious if you're a man? Woman. That's Eve. And so I understand at the elementary level some of the concepts that you have about representations, dreams, abstractions, etc. But kind of raises the question for me, you know, I'm not accusing you of any creationism or literalism.
Yeah.
You know, what's your point? Why did you make that connection? What's the meaning of the story of Genesis vis-a-vis Liz Ibo's book?
No problem. We're gonna, as soon as I get past this first Genesis 1, we're gonna hit that hard. So, well, partly.
And are you at all suggesting that one foreshadowed, you know, the discovery, the scientific discovery?
Yes, I'm suggesting that it foreshadowed it. And I think they're the same thing. I mean, Isabel in her books plays with that idea metaphorically, but she never really takes it seriously, which is no problem. I mean, there's only so much you can take seriously, and she did a fine job of what she did. But I'll talk about that a lot, because that's a very complicated issue. I mean, I would say to begin with that the systems that you use to deal with radical uncertainty are the same systems that your primate ancestors evolved to deal with snakes.